Welcome to another episode of Thailand Truth Talks. Walking through the crowded streets of this city, neon lights flickering, tuk-tuks weaving through traffic, the scent of street food, you might never imagine the hidden traps set just around the corner. But today I'm breaking the silence. Behind the hustle and bustle lurk new cons targeting older expats and well-meaning foreigners. Schemes so fresh and cunning that even seasoned travelers are stunned. I'm talking real stories, not the old phishing calls or visa fixer lies you've heard before, but cutting-edge frauds born in 2025's technology and social climate. This is your confidential briefing. I'll start with the most personal of all, medical exploitation. Imagine you're a foreign retiree in Thailand, walking into a clinic for a stubborn cough. By the time you leave, your wallet is so drained you can't believe it. The doctor has ordered dozens of fancy lab tests, chest x-rays, even a nerve conduction exam, none of which seem urgent. You get a box of cough syrup and some painkillers and voila, a bill of 150,000 baht. This isn't rumor. I recently sat in a hospital lobby. Let's call it Bangkok Hospital number 3 to keep it vague. With an Aussie retiree named Tom. He slipped me an itemized bill. They'd charge him 40,000 baht for a single IV antibiotic drip, 5,000 baht for a cloth mask, and even added full-body sterile injection pack, as if he was in intensive care. He knew doctors use surgical gloves costing pennies. But there on the bill it said 5 pairs of premium surgical gloves, 2,500 baht. He didn't receive 5 pairs. They just charged him for 5. Tom was furious and a little scared. They made me sign without talking, he told me. In another case, a German tourist fell on a sidewalk in Chiang Mai. Bloodied knee. She wanted a few stitches and an x-ray for peace of mind. The hospital package they offered her sounded reasonable. Emergency care package, 48,000 baht. Thinking that was too high, she asked for an itemized list. They brought her a printed sheet showing dozens of entries, consultation, an operation fee for suturing, even though the doctor took 10 seconds to stitch, an anesthesia fee, she was wide awake, plus a laundry fee for 1 pair of soiled pants. All required sign-off before they'd let her out. She protested and tried to haggle, but the staff were insistent. Sign here or pay now. Left with no choice, she paid, and learned the hard way that expat prices in Thai clinics can be astronomical. These are not isolated horror stories. They're becoming more frequent. With hospital oversight stretched thin, some private clinics exploit the ignorance and urgency of foreigners. The dynamic is cruel. The patient is vulnerable, often in pain or panic. The staff holds all the cards. You might be discharged with the impression that you're lucky to be alive, and then, a week later, you get a bill that actually keeps you awake. Even worse, there are cases of outright fraud. I met a Dutch expat, Peter, who received a message that he had an unexpected insurance refund, but to claim it, he had to pay a small processing fee, via QR code. Thinking it was legit, he scanned and wired 5,000 baht. Immediately, his phone app wiped out his bank balance by 300,000 baht. The refund was a scam to trick him into revealing his banking login. And just last month, Thai police shut down a group of criminals who set up fake paramedic uniforms and treated tourists at the scene of minor accidents, then demanded cash before they call a real ambulance. There's psychological brutality here. Scammers count on confusion, fear, and a kind of cultural deference. In Thailand, it's normal to nod politely and say, "Mai pen rai," no problem, even when you're being treated badly. Scammers exploit that. They may book you into an elegantly named wellness center or flash official IDs, so you think it's all above board, until you realize months later your claims are denied or your account is emptied. Moving from hospitals to wallets, let me warn you about the new breed of cryptocurrency and QR code schemes. Picture yourself in a trendy Bangkok cafe, latte in hand, reading about Bitcoin. Suddenly, a sprinter darts past, shaking a bottle labeled crypto water with a QR code on the label. The sprinter looks back, smirks, and sprints down the street. You're curious. It looks legit. You scan the QR on the bottle, and boom, before you know it, a fake wallet app has been installed on your phone. Within minutes, your cryptocurrency funds are drained. This is not sci-fi. It's happening now. Scammers know many expats love crypto. They've gotten creative. One method is QR code phishing. They might plaster our neighborhoods with coded ads promising crypto giveaways or showing glamorous influencers. But those QR code links to phishing sites or drainers. For example, in a Chiang Mai market, a German expat friend, Marlene, scanned a QR code on a crypto fair flyer that promised free Bitcoin to new users. She entered her private key to claim a bonus and watched in horror as 100,000 baht worth of Ether vanished from her wallet. Another clever twist involves fake cryptocurrency apps. I talked to a Thai tech reporter who downloaded an app called Wallet Connect, Crypto Wallet, from Google Play because it ranked at the top of search. It looked official. Thousands of 5-star reviews, slick graphics, even a red checkmark icon. She connected it to her real wallet just to try it out and lost all her tokens. It turned out to be a crypto drainer app. Once she approved the connection, it quietly swept her funds to a thieves' address. Checkpoint security researchers found at least one such app in 2024, fooling over 150 users globally out of $70,000. In a country teeming with smartphone users, a scam like that can hit expats any day. There's also malicious QR codes on devices. Ever try connecting your wallet to a D app? Scammers set up fake login screens. They'll send you a link via email or text, or even generate a QR to scan from your legitimate wallet app. Once you scan, they prompt you to sign a transaction that looks mundane, but actually authorizes a transfer of all your crypto to them. It's like tricking you into believing you're giving permission for a normal crypto sale. But the fine print is transfer 100% of balance. And just like that, boom, bye-bye, retirement fund. It's easy to think I know better, but these tricks are convincing. They mimic real websites, borrow logos of big exchange companies, and even use TikTok videos of foreigners bragging about free money. Victims often say, "It happened so fast I didn't even realize it was a scam." So remember, if anyone ever asks you to scan a QR code for investment tips or to install an unknown wallet app, don't do it. If you suspect something, verify the app on the official site or ask a trusted friend. In this digital age, your phone can be a portal to paradise or a trapdoor. Be extremely careful. Now, let's talk about impersonation scams with high-tech tools. You're at home when the phone rings. The voice on the line is crystal clear. "Good evening. This is Lieutenant Khan from the Thai Police Cybercrime Division. We've detected suspicious activity on your bank account and need to verify your ID. Have you recently received an email about a missing Social Security payment?" The voice is smooth, speaks accented English, even spells out your name correctly. It's convincing. Too convincing. In fact, scammers are now using AI to clone voices. Last year, Thailand's own Prime Minister revealed she got a call with a perfectly imitated voice of a foreign leader asking for a donation. If they can impersonate world leaders, imagine what they do to scared tourists or expats. For a foreigner in Bangkok, this could be fake immigration officer or Ministry of Foreign Affairs agent calling with a stern warning. "Your visa has been flagged for irregularities. Transfer 50,000 baht to this account to avoid deportation." These voices can even mimic your own country's accent, making it sound like it's coming straight from a real official back home. Take the case of my friend Ahmed, a middle-aged expat on a Thai work visa. Late at night, he got a call from someone who sounded exactly like his nephew back in Cairo. The caller urgently demanded money for a bail fee after an accident. Terrified, Ahmed wired 80,000 baht. Only later did he speak to his nephew and discover the nephew was fine. The call was an AI-generated fake. Now, imagine the same tactic with Thai official voices. They'll say anything to make you panic. Maybe they spoof a police number or fabricate a legal case. And since older expats often maintain close ties to home, hearing a familiar voice is the ultimate lever. Another twist. Scammers now pose as government-backed tech help desks. You might get an unsolicited message on WhatsApp. "This is the Thai Smart ID Center. Please download the latest e-passport app from this link to avoid visa issues." The link leads to a malicious app that steals your passport and scans or injects malware. Or you might receive a fake SMS that looks like it's from your embassy. It warns of a mandatory biometric re-registration for visa holders with a link to click. If you do, your camera and contacts might get hijacked, your biometrics uploaded to criminal databases, or your login credentials stolen. Behind all these, one theme stands out. AI and tech empower the scammers. They can sound like anyone, create fake official-looking documents or websites in seconds, even personalize messages using leaked data. Did you know databases with millions of Thai and expat personal details have leaked online? Scammers trawl those foreign targets. They set up deep web accounts selling your passport details. So the moment you fill a form, they call you by name, know your visa number or doctor's name, making the scam feel legitimate. Next, we must expose health insurance fraud and phony policies. Many older expats know health insurance here is a must. But did you know unscrupulous brokers are selling fake plans? Meet Regency for expats. They advertise low monthly premiums, big hospital coverage, and even market officers in Bangkok. But what they give you is mostly air. After paying for a year, policyholders found their claims repeatedly denied for ridiculous pretexts. And when they asked for a refund, the company ghosted them. Online forums exploded with warnings. Regency denies everything, said one expat on a travel forum. They charged me less until I turned 70, then jacked rates and denied a kidney stone claim saying it was pre-existing from 15 years ago. Another red flag. You might get a glossy booklet from a so-called insurance rep with OIC, Insurance Commission logos, but no actual policy behind it. They'll sell you a limited benefits plan, but at claim time, that fine print kicks in, pays nothing outside Thailand, or requires 6 months of Thai work visa, or covers only semi-private rooms, invalidating most claims. Worse still, a victim I spoke with, Alan, an older Brit, was convinced by a community event salesman to sign up for Global Protect Health. He paid thousands in premiums. When he got sick, Global Protect vanished under a rebranded name in the Caribbean. The policy card they gave him was virtually worthless. The insurer had no serious capital. In some cases, outright forged insurance cards are sold on the black market. Thieves have been known to steal legitimate insurance ID cards, modify the name and photo, and sell them on expat chat groups for easy money. A tourist who bought one of these during a festival found out the hard way. The forged policy number was never in the insurer's system. So when she went to claim, the hospital threatened police. This is a powerful lure because health is urgent and insurance jargon is complex. Scammers pressure you. If you travel abroad often, this plan is the only comprehensive one. They show supposedly official license numbers. But here's the trick. Always check with the Thai Office of Insurance Commission to verify. Is the insurance company real? Is the agent licensed? Never pay full premiums up front if they refuse to show you the policy documents in detail. Treat those shiny brochures with skepticism. Let's pivot to charity. Donation and volunteerism scams. These are especially insidious because they prey on compassion. Picture a temple courtyard on a holiday. A monk with a gentle smile approaches you, speaking in halting English. He gestures to a wounded child's photo on his smartphone and asks for donation to a special fund. Caught off guard, you want to help. So you slip some cash into the alms bowl. Later you learn the monk wasn't a monk at all, but part of a gang collecting for fake orphanages. I visited a volunteer fair in Chiang Mai once. Advertised as Teach English for free. New expats lined up to sign the forms and pay a small entrance fee. But after arrival, the school was non-existent. Their website was a scam portal. The scammers ran off with thousands. Even well-meaning NGO names have been hijacked online. One German woman tried to donate to Thai Elephant Rescue League after seeing a viral Instagram post, only to find out it was a copycat site. As soon as she paid 10,000 baht, the webpage vanished and her money was gone. Another angle. fundraising scams exploiting tragedies. The government recently warned people to verify donation appeals around festivals. Scammers circulate fake stories of temple fires or floods. For instance, after heavy rains, I saw a flyer claiming "Help Mecham flood victims," bank details inside. And then there's the twist of voluntourism traps. Packages promising to build an orphanage or teach Thai children in rural areas. You pay big money for the experience. Travel there, end up doing meaningless chores. In some cases, the kids you think you're helping aren't even the needy. Locals bust them in only to boost the volunteer program's image. A travel blogger uncovered one spiritual retreat and helping hands gig where every dollar went to the organizer's private fund. The psychology is cruel. Scammers use photographs of cute children, heart-wrenching stories, even tearful video calls from an emotionally charged contact person. They know foreigners want to help. In fact, scammers often pose as victims of their scams to reel others in. Beware of any charity that demands payment in cash or refuses to provide verifiable proof. Good charities publish reports, have known backing, and won't twist your arm on the street corner. Switching gears, let's address SIM card and biometric data harvesting. Thailand is moving toward mandatory biometric SIM registration to fight fraud. But crooks are one step ahead. Have you seen those little mobile kiosks in markets or malls offering super SIM deals? Some unsuspecting expats buy a SIM from a shady booth that promises high-speed data for Thai prices. They hand over their passport and fingerprints, as required by law. But that fingerprint is just handed over in an unregulated way. Now the scammer has your data. Even worse, after the recent telecom crackdown on identity theft, scammers have started SIM swap scams. One expat reported that her Thai phone number suddenly transferred to a new SIM without her knowing. The next day, someone drained her bank accounts because they received all her 2FA codes. She later found out scammers had been texting her, posing as the telco, and got her log into a fake OTP site. Once they had that access, the real mobile operator ported her number to a SIM they controlled. Another technique, face-to-face data grabbing. I heard of a case where a friendly landlord in a Chiang Mai condo block offered a deal. Register your phone in Thailand in my name and avoid visa hassles, he said. He collected the expat's passport scan and fingerprint on a tablet, then vanished. The unsuspecting tenant later discovered his passport info was being sold online, and his telecom accounts flooded with spam numbers. In housing itself, malicious landlord schemes have evolved too. After a new law made it illegal for foreigners to rent out condos short-term, some brokers just flaunt the rules. They pressure expats into paying hefty registration or pre-approval fees under the guise of handling paperwork. One couple I know was told by their landlord, "To rent this unit safely, you must pay an extra 8,000 baht in non-immigrant administration fee." They paid, but got no receipt, no proof, and soon realized such a fee didn't even exist. Their lease still had a hidden clause, voiding it if the actual landlord or title changed. A trick to snatch deposits. More creepily, with biometrics becoming mandatory, some con artists pose as agents helping expats comply. They offer to submit your fingerprints to immigration on your behalf for 5,000 baht. Because I speak Thai. You hand over your data, plus a wad of cash. Next day, you find out you never even had to do that, and your information is now in unknown hands. If you ever face a police check and the official database doesn't match your registered address or photo, you could be left on your own. One story that stuck with me. An older Australian widow was renting a house. Her well-meaning landlord invited her to upgrade to a smart lock system that required her fingerprint. She agreed, out of courtesy, and the landlord scanned her thumbprint into his phone under the pretense of programming the lock. A month later, the landlord used that same fingerprint file to fool a fintech app that her thumb belonged to him, and siphoned money from her mobile banking app. By the time she figured it out, he was gone. Finally, no list of scams is complete without insurance fraud, healthcare abuses, crypto cons, donation schemes, or landlord traps. Each scheme I've described here is newly adapted. Call centers in Myanmar using AI voices, malicious QR codes pasted at 7-Eleven, fake NGO fundraisers in expat Facebook groups, forged Thai signatures on visa extension letters. The common thread: they all target emotional weaknesses, fear of sickness, greed for easy gains, desire to do good, the trust we place in authority. So what should we do to stay safe? Always take a breath and verify. If a hospital bill seems wrong, ask to see the pricing list. If someone hands you a crypto QR code or app, check for typos in the URL. Search for news on that offer. Ask a savvy friend. Don't fall for urgency. Scammers always insist, act now or you'll miss out. When a caller claims to be official, hang up and call the institution back using a number you find yourself, not the one they give. Treat any fancy insurance pitch as dubious until you confirm the company with OIC. And if you're donating or volunteering, do a quick online search of reviews, or even ask at your embassy or local expat forum whether this organization is known. This walk through Bangkok's shadows isn't to scare you. It's to arm you. Each of these stories is real and could easily become yours. Scammers innovate rapidly, and they think you won't know their newest tricks. But now you do. Keep your wits sharp. Be a little suspicious. And remember, if it sounds too good or too scary to be true, it probably is. Stay vigilant out there, expats. This city is beautiful, but its underbelly has teeth.